Hey guys, hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Hi, it's me, Rich.C, and tonight we've got Steve, and then
Steve.
that side, Gary.
Yeah.
Good evening, sirs. How are we?
We're good,
We're
thanks.
grand.
Yeah.
We're grand.
Good. We'll just let a few more people jump on, and then what we're going to do is do a bit of a recap tonight on what we did last week in our newsletter, and then we're going to have a look at the diesel shunt, which was from Roland, but which we're going to talk about with Gary as well.
Yeah.
And then when we move on to something Gary's been working on with some transfers, I believe. So that's what we've got coming up tonight. So let's crack on with Steve perhaps first. Newsletter last week, we opened up with the Stalwarts.
Yes, the Stolly. So, and that was a straight out the door release. So we started shipping those this week. Cool little kit. Looking forward to see what looking forward to what people do and see what people do with them, because it's although it's a sort of time specific thing, it's got that little sci-fi stroke strange look, and you could see it doing lots and lots of things.
Yes,
I want to see someone do it as the old little Matchbox one with the BP logo on it.
Yeah, or Thunderbird 2, or
Anything.
You only have to have a good look on the old Google searches, and you'll come up with loads of images of them in different colours where they've been used by companies in films or just for taking people out on tours on the water and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so there's some good ones there. I just did mine in the German version. I think they had a couple, but we operated them out there. Gary, I noticed you got a few more turned up on your desktop. It seems to be growing. Yeah. Nice ones there. So good. We'll look forward to seeing what people paint them up as.
It's all over. Yeah, definitely.
Challenge accepted, Roland. Thank you very much. We'll come on to you in a minute. So Stalwarts, and of course we launched the COG as well. That's all out, isn't it? No, the COG out this weekend. Oh, I've got mixed up.
The COG. We've last weekend. This weekend's the last weekend of the sort of pre-order deal. We've actually started shipping them today, so there's quite a few of them going out. We'll probably get all the pre-order ones, nearly all of them, depending on when you got it, out tomorrow. So there'll be a lot of people getting them tomorrow over the weekend. So yeah, it's proven very popular.
And I'm really looking forward to colour scheme.
I want to know what some of the people are going to do with the ones that have bought like 6 of them. I really want to see.
It's my fave kit at the moment. I got rid of the 3D printer to actually get some space to put it on a shelf, along with a lot of other hidden stuff in the tile storage boxes.
Good. Yeah. No, we're not going to get. No, don't go there, everybody. He's not going to show us.
Show and tell can be in a couple of weeks when we.
Yeah, when I'm not around.
Cool.
Fantastic. So the COG's on a special pre-order price at the moment, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So we'll leave it there till someone remembers to do it on Monday. At some point on Monday, someone will remember to change
we'll remind people in the newsletter on Sunday. Yeah. Fantastic. Hobby stuff. We got a few goodies. We noticed a intriguing picture turned up earlier today on Facebook with what looked like a milk bottle.
Yes, AJ's putting his hobby station to good use. He's found out that you can put beer or baby milk bottles in it, depending on what stage of the day he's at.
Yeah, no, he gave away a couple of things on that. I'm sure he's going a bit doolally. So that looks like it's a bit bigger than our A4 one.
It is, yeah. That's the new A3 version. So chunky. It's a bit chunkier, heavy duty, more permanent, rather than the sort of laptop size travel version. So same sort of features on it, and even the paint holder, stroke water holder at the back can swap between them. So if you've got one, you can just stick it on the other one. So yeah, so I think we're going to put that in the newsletter this weekend and do a little offer on that.
Yeah, better add that then, hadn't I? Right, cool. And there's a truck I noticed on there. And I know someone's asked a question about that, Adam.
Yeah,
I think that's
the Renault, which we've shown off. We have shown it off. teased it. Gary's now looking over his shoulder, going, "Where have I put that?"
Yeah, it's here somewhere. I've got too much kit hiding away. Yeah, no, that's behind AECs.
If anyone wants to know, I know someone's already asked the question, but Gary had his granddaughter was over staying, and they were tie dyeing. They had a hobby day, did some tie dyeing.
Awesome.
And yeah, and he's obviously been told that he has to wear it.
No, it's rare for me to wear colour.
Gary, looking good.
We weren't sure if like maybe a paint bottle had the lid off when you'd given it a shake or something.
There's a few like that.
Or you were trying a new technique
Yeah.
to get some weathering.
Yeah, it's straight away up there in the top of the house in this heat. And of course, during this week, we not only seen some good stuff come together, but we've seen Roland's nice little diesel shunts we showed off, and I thought it would be a great idea to talk about that tonight.
Yeah.
You can see it that side.
Yeah, we loved that when it came in, and it's great. It's fantastic.
We've got to say Roland's done a fantastic job of that, given that it's just the two engines and the only parts he's used are the bits of sprue in the middle. Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's the
original,
the single one. Yeah,
it's a single one, and you can see that all he's taken is extra sheets. Brilliant job, and just he was ahead of me because I picked a particular engine, German engine, East European and stuff, to base this on for the potential of doing one later. So
yeah,
beautiful job on it, especially the lights. And sorry, Steve.
No, it looks great. I think when you see someone take a kit and then do something a bit different with it and butcher it like that, it looks great. It really does look fantastic. I want one.
Because we were gonna, or I was gonna work in.
That's the tram, isn't it?
Yeah,
tram. What you call it? Cable gear. Double that up and work that in. So yeah.
I think Roland's done a fantastic job with the sort of semi-sci-fi gearing that he's put together for that top cable.
Yeah,
he has.
Yeah, big thumbs up here. I love that. So I want to see what he's going to do next now.
Yes, yeah, because we've got some pictures we'll be showing soon. Again, I think of a scene he's done with some of our buildings and bridges. He's got some lighting effects. He's done some explosion effects. Lots of orcs everywhere. So
well, they are, aren't they? There's orcs everywhere.
It's fantastic to see some of our stuff that we would normally associate with World War Europe, that type of thing, being used in some of the sci-fi elements. I think he's done a great job of that. So, Roland, we're definitely looking forward to seeing a few more bits of work, and hopefully you're inspiring a few others to have a go at using some kits in other settings and having a bit of a cut and shunt, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yes. So that looks very good. So,
cool.
And that's fantastic there. So, Gary, you were going to work on that, but you've been busy doing something else for us tonight.
I have, yeah. Sorry, there's something you haven't seen yet that we can't tell you about either. So behind me there, Rich was intrigued. I've been working on, there we go, working on some Western buildings like Rich has, different techniques and stuff like that for replacing the images on the website. And I used some decal paper on the fronts of them. You can see there.
Quite just tilt it towards the light slightly.
To the light.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, just getting a nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I mean, first things first. A lot of these things are not just names I thought up. So Finkelstein and Sapiro, and what they do is an actual Western sign I found from the 1880s. Well, most of these are based on it. I'm going to take the top deck there.
Not quite so close. There you go.
So that's P&A bonding, but if you say P&A fast enough, it's P and so it's first in the line of the Panda brand.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you look at some of the kits Gary does, you'll see the Panda brand appear subtly in some and not so subtly in others.
Yeah. So Gary, we're going to see. Oh, he's frozen.
I'm
Good
sure he'll be
time.
back. Yeah, frozen just before his live demo, but we'll be okay.
Yeah, I believe he's going to change cameras anyway in a moment. Hopefully that
Yeah.
won't throw things off. But if not, we'll have to do it next week instead. Hey, live show. Who knows what's going to happen? So whilst it's frozen, shall we mention anything about the Alamo?
We could do, yeah. Yeah.
What's
So
that, Steve? Oh no.
a few, there's been a few comments. People have asked the question about when are we going to make it available? When's it going to be available? And it's planned in now to be a release for August, which is like 2 days away. This is sneaked up on us rather rapidly. Yeah, like half the year's gone already. So yeah, so the plan is Alamo will be made available later in August. Yeah, so we'll start doing that. It's going to be quite flexible, so we're going to do some little split deals and things, a bit like we did with the Kickstarter. So you can buy some little sets and get it in sections or the whole thing. So it'll be good for people that want to use it for doing different things. I seem to have just slipped right down now in my seat. Yeah, so Gary's back and gone. Oh, he's back.
Am I back?
You are, yes.
Right, please confirm I am. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Right, this is a quickie because we've lost a bit of time there. But anyway, so Rich was asking about transfer paper that you can print at home. So basically what I've got here, this is a piece of decal paper. It can come in clear and white. This is clear. And all I've done is taken an old West shop front. I've measured what the frame is. And then what I've gone into is, in this case, it's PowerPoint. You can use Word. And I've just created signs to fit the spaces. And then grab some art off the web that I can use and work my way through it. Keep talking, Steve, just in case I freeze.
No, you're okay.
If you go quiet, so this one is replacing another building in a few shops in something that I'm working on, and I need to finish off the Panda Hotels advertising as well, which is what that one is. So basically, all I do is print it out onto the paper, and prepared ones is cut it out.
The paper, you get inkjet specific stuff and
yes, that's right,
laser toner specific, don't you? So it's not just ink, it's not just transfer paper. You need to get it for your printer. Yeah.
There's you can get various types of it that work in different ways, but you need a white printer or printer with white ink if you want to print white. But there is another way of achieving it, is if you print on the clear, you can put the clear on white and then cut it out to get the 2-layer effect.
Yeah.
If that's clear enough, I hope.
Yeah.
Now the thing is that I'm using a light base color.
So if you were doing, say, sort of graffiti on graffiti, if you did it with you'd use one layer and then do another layer with a transparent on top of it. You could have that sort of weathered.
It's a really cool way of doing it there. Yeah. I mean, also, if you want to gain different intensities, if you use it for like brick pattern, which we used on the Stalingrad factory, some of that I overlaid transfers on top to get a darker brick tone. So just quickly, I've got a bowl of water here, and then all the questions come about the bubbles and how to stop it going silver. Well, good luck to you folks, because I've never managed a way of actually doing that. I've used washing up liquid in the past. I'm using vinegar at times, anything to stop it bubbling. There's one thing I have found quite useful, is that once you've released one transfer, the paper always has that sticky feel. I actually use a paintbrush and actually nick whatever that stickiness is, and it helps. So what I'm going to do is soak where I'm going to work, like so, and I've got a little bit of washing up liquid in here, which does help. You can see how quickly they go.
Can you move that to a bit towards the bowl, Gary? Because you're right behind.
Yeah. So all I was doing was slipping it off the paper.
That's
so
right. Yeah, cool.
Like with anything, it needs adjustment. So I use a brush. Can use a sharp knife. And you can see I'm doing this as much as anything because you can see what kind of film it is. Now, if you were to do this straight from a printed sheet, all that ink would run. What you'll find is that all different manufacturers say different things. Some will say put a sealer of some sort on, but they won't say what. Bear with. I'm fighting my fingers today. But all I'm doing is using a matte spray.
Yep.
So I've used, you can see that I'm using washing up liquid. The attempt of all these things is to stop the bubble, that silvering effect you get. Right. So I sealed my sheet after it was printed with a matte spray. Can you see that, guys?
Sort of a general matte, or
this is Urban Art Spray, Spelltone.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
That's quite a well-known brand, isn't it? Spelltone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good. Most graffiti artists swear by it. So all I'm going to do is take off the excess water, press it down. That hopefully gets rid of any excess water that can create bubbles.
If you take it back onto the sheet of paper, Gary, that's it. You were just disappearing off the bottom.
Sorry, folks.
It's okay.
I've got my back to the camera. Now, what you'll see is I've done it. Even with the matte seal, you can take off some of the print, but I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah, you could then give that a bit of a rub and actually weather it a bit with that, and actually try and make it fade and run a bit, then, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can work on top of it again with the paint pens or anything like that. But I'm using the clear because it works really well, because you can see whatever work you do underneath it.
And even the etching and things will still be there,
Yeah. The thing is, it's not much cop if you use dark colors. So if that was a black, dark gray paintwork that I'd put underneath, you're really hardly going to see it. So it's horses for courses. So if you're looking for a really rundown, washed out sign, that would be really cool, because you just get the remnants of the colors.
Yeah.
So it's really what you play with. I'm just going to put the little bed sign on the windows. I'll get those finished. Tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's just, again, that's based upon a sign I found on the web. And I'm really impatient with transfers. Sorry, guys. This is a demonstration on what you shouldn't do. But then again, when you can actually get a building painted within an afternoon, transfers, why not? Bit of impatience. Yeah. Come on. Pretty good stuff. It doesn't want to move. So you've got a good adhesion if the thing's not moving. And if you don't want the ink to rub off, press it down first instead, yeah?
Yeah, blotting it rather than wiping, yeah.
And you can see that nothing's coming off. But of course, if you do rub in that lot, the thing is just put a bit more spray on. This was given a heavy single coat. Once these are settled in, give them about half an hour to dry out underneath. But you can still see there's a little silvering on that one. That's air underneath it.
Move it back a bit. Down a bit.
Sorry, guys. As I say, my laptop's behind me. Okay.
So the silver sheen, yeah.
That's basically where the bubbling is, but it's not going to lift. Look, it's not actually lifted off. It's just the way that transfers. I never made an Airfix model when it didn't happen. I used to have the decals drop off. So what I was going to say, once it's settled in, coat it with matte. Give it a coat of matte spray. It helps secure it, seals it. Any last vestiges of the ink that might come off in your fingers. I quite like that sign. It's just cool.
Yeah.
Good clean beds.
That's really, really nice. I think what we'll do, everybody, is we'll get some pictures of that fairly soon. We'll be putting some more bits up on our website, replacing some pictures as we go. So keep an eye out for those.
Transfers are in the book, though, guys. So I do reference it. White, clear. There's rub down transfers, but they are really awkward, hard to actually explain in a 10-minute slot.
Yeah. I need you to go through those.
Right. I shall put that there and then come back into view.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a message from Adam, Gary.
Okay.
The next pencil you got to do is Panda was here. Have a set made for yourself. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that demo, Gary.
Cool.
Really
I hope that answers questions, Rich.
I think it does. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably get a few questions about where to get all that stuff now as well.
We can put some links up. We'll find some. We'll sort some links out.
That'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
Right, guys. I think everybody's. Well, I know Gary's cooking up there. Is it a bit warm up where you are, Steve?
It is. Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we'll call it a night. So I hope everybody's enjoyed that. And we'll catch up with you all next week. Watch out for this Sunday's newsletter. Going to be quite a few bits in there, including a bit about the hobby station. And we'll be talking a bit about the COG, of course.
Yeah. Have we got a guest on next week?
I believe we have. Should we mention him now? I think we should mention him now. And we'll make a note as well in Sunday. Yeah. But Ben from Clockwork Goblin is going to visit us and have a bit of a chat about highly top secret stuff. I'm sure we'll get lots of info out of him. So any of you interested in Conflict 47, make sure you get your questions in and drop them in and we'll see what we can get out of them. Okay. So for now, good night. Adios.
Yep. Good night.
Take care.
Okay, guys.
Bye.